it's Melissa from Melissa's Creations. I decided to go live so that we could do a card. Yes, it's a very fast card, very fast, very simple. And I just needed to do a baby card. I know a lot of people having babies, go figure right now. And so I wanted to get on here and make the card and then just share it with you guys because I just whipped one up real quick. Most of it's just coloring, so I wanted to share that with you. We are using the Wildly Happy stamp set. You can see all of the cute little babies and mama animals there. Could be papas, okay? But I'm gonna call it mamas because I'm a mama. So, well, I will be. So we're gonna put a quick, really fast card together using some watercoloring and the little foxes because the foxes are freaking adorable. And I'm all about that fox life right now. Like my son's room is gonna be like totally wildland theme. Woodland? Wildland. Woodland. Yeah, that one. So it's gonna be woodland themed, and I just wanted to make a really cute card. So let me turn you guys around, bear with me, and we'll get started. Kind of try and get you situated here. Isn't it adorable? Oh, I love it. It's very simple, very fast. You don't need a lot of things. In fact, most of you probably have the basic tools to do this already. So again, I am using the Wildly Happy stamp set. We're using the fox here, and then the words sweetest baby. But there are so many different things that you can do with this set, and it's very simple, very quick. I really like it. So I'm gonna sit down. Hopefully I'll stay in frame. I have my computer up so I can kind of see where I am. So hopefully I won't be too far out. So right here I have a piece of cardstock. This is Whisper White. This is the thick Whisper White. I made this card on the thin and I watercolored it so you can barely see that it's kind of coming through on the other side, just a couple spots. It's really not bad at all. But I thought that if I used thick Whisper White, I'd have a little better luck with that. So we're gonna go with that, and I'm just going to bring in my Stampin' trimmer so that I can score it in the middle. This is a standard card base, 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm gonna score it at 4 1/4. I think it's that size. I just pulled it out of a stack of paper. Yes, it is. I'm gonna grab my bone folder. We're gonna give that a little crease. I have my stamp all mounted and ready to go. So I have the foxes, as well as my sentiment on one block. This is the E acrylic block. I have my Stays On ink pad in jet black. Now I've put a little note on here, use with water. So if you're going to be using watercolor, you really want to make sure you use your Stays On. And if you're using your alcohol inks, your Stampin' blends, then that's when you want to switch over to the Memento. All right, so we're gonna open that up, and I still have this nice little thing. It says do not discard, so I keep on putting it back on, and it's kept this pretty fresh. I'm going to stamp this up here in the middle, kind of close to the top. Hopefully it's not too crooked. I'm not hovering right over it. Boom, yay! So fast, so easy. I love it. So we have Pumpkin Pie, Cajun Craze, and Blushing Bride. So we're just doing mostly Pumpkin Pie. We're gonna do a little bit of shading in the Cajun Craze, and then for the ears and the nose, I'm gonna use the Blushing Bride here. So there's a couple choices. I'm gonna use my aqua painter. That's what I did on the first card, and it turned out really well, and I really liked it. You could use the blender pen and just test it out and see how it goes. I haven't used my blender pen in a while, so I'm gonna make a whole bunch of these cards, and I'm probably going to package them up in like a gift set kind of a thing. And I was thinking about doing some with the blender pen just so I could see what it turns out like, but I'm gonna stick with my good old trusty aqua painter today. I'm just gonna, with my blender pen or my aqua painter, I'm gonna pick up that Pumpkin Pie, and I'm just gonna very lightly kind of go around the edges first, and then I'm gonna come in and fill in the middle of the face and the body with what's left on my pen. And that'll kind of give me a nice watercolored effect, and then it'll be lighter in the middle than it is on the outer corners. which I really like that look. I think it looks really nice. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of go in a few areas. And again, don't go over it too much. This is not watercolor paper. It's not meant to be watercolor paper. It will pill in areas if you put too much water in that spot. So while I still have this, I wanna keep his tail and his muzzle part mostly white, but leaving it stark white is just a little too much. So I'm gonna pick up some color, rub most of it off, and then I'm just gonna kind of really briefly touch there to kind of give it a little bit of color, not a lot, like I said. All right, so that's the base layer done with the pumpkin pie. Now we're gonna move into the Cajun Craze. And again, I'm just giving it a quick squeeze to get a little bit of ink up here. Hopefully I'm still in frame. I think I'm still pretty good. I'm gonna pick that up, rub a little off, and then I'm gonna go where you would normally probably see some shading. So around the tail crook here and in the thigh area where the baby's kind of nestled in there. So just give it a little bit of natural shading on some of those lines or right next to them. Definitely quite a bit in here. Make it a little darker. And we're just gonna go around kind of the edge of the face on this end. Kind of under his nose, up around his ears. Kind of picture where the natural light would be and try and mimic the shadows that you think would be in that area. Okay, and then maybe a little bit more on the tail here. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit underneath because he's gotta have a little bit of shadow under him if the light is kind of up above. So a little bit there, and then you just kind of, again, I'm not squeezing the pen. I'm not trying to get a lot of water out. I'm just trying to kind of blend it together a little bit. And we'll get baby's face here right under mama's snout. And then right on this edge here, maybe on his ear a little bit. There we go. Okay. And it really doesn't take very much at all, again. So I'm done with the Cajun Craze, very quick. Now, if you didn't have these in the Stampin' pads, you could use your Stampin' Right markers as well. You just color them on an acrylic block or a slick surface, and then you're able to pick that ink up off of that surface with these aqua painters. So another little tip for you. All right, and then I'm just gonna color in the ears, the mouth down there, the nose, with the, what is this, Blushing Bride? Yeah, with the Blushing Bride. And again, it really doesn't take very much. So that is all the coloring. And the only thing that I'm gonna do, you could totally leave this as it is. And you can see it did come through just a touch. And that's just what happens with the watercolor if you're not using actual watercolor paper. But it's really not bad. I think it'll be just fine. And again, if you wanted to just use it as it is right here, you could certainly mail it out like this and it'll be nice and flat for you. But I am gonna add a little bling, you know, I gotta have some bling bling on there. So I'm just gonna take a couple of these rhinestones. This is the old style sheet. We don't have them with the strips on the side anymore. So I've just cut them, I've cut the strips apart. Actually, I don't think I've cut that one apart yet. So I need to, so I can use the smaller ones. Boom, there we go. Again, this is the old style. We still have these. They're just, oh, I have one on there. How'd you get on there, you little sneaky guy? That's fine, we'll get you over here. There we go. And then one more medium size we'll put up in that corner there. And that's it. You could add some ribbon, you could add a lot of embellishments, you could color this separately, cut it out, stick it on top with some dimensionals so it has a little bit more of a raised effect to it. So many things that you could do with this, but that is it. Those are so cute. I love it, you guys. What do you think? Are you a fan of the Wildly Happy stamp set? So many great uses. Baby shower, baby invites. In fact, I'm having a baby shower soon, and I think I'm going to put the fox on my invite somewhere. We'll see how it goes. That's the plan anyway. So hopefully I can make that work. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give the video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Find me on Facebook at facebook.com/MKre8tions and on the web at MKre8tions.com. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!